Yo, what up, man? It's the one and only HipHopGamer, Hot 97, Logitech G2K. What up? It's going down, baby. PAX East, man. We out here in Boston. I got crazy interviews. Stay tuned. You do not want to miss what's coming up next. Let's go. No loading. We just go with it. Yo, Streets of Rage 4. I want to tell you something about my life and my soul before I introduce you to my man, Maru. So look, in my life, this lady, my grandmother, she taught me how to play video games when I was 4 years old. One of the games I grew up on was Streets of Rage. And in 2020, it's coming back out, Streets of Rage Part 4. It is phenomenal. I played it already. You are impacting my life. This is incredible and I love you. I'm telling you right now. That's how we setting the interview off. So once again, I'm HipHopGamer, Hot 97, Logitech G2K League. What up? I introduced to you Streets of Rage 4. So let's clap it up real quick for you. You know what I'm saying? Word up, man. Yes. First off, why? Like, why are we getting Streets of Rage 4? What's your history with the Streets of Rage franchise?
So I started to play Streets of Rage 4 as one of my first games on the Game Gear.
Wow!
So the first Streets of Rage on the Game Gear. Then I played the second one on my Genesis.
Yeah.
Which is called Mega Drive in Europe.
Yeah, Sega Mega Drive.
Yes. I really loved it. I was playing it with my friends. At the back of my parents' car, I remember. And well, that's a game I really loved. And after we had the occasion to make a remake of Wonder Boy: The Dragon's Trap, which was a Master System game.
Yes. Which
was a console I had as well. It was actually my first console ever.
Wow.
We had some contacts with Sega. And the art director and the co-founder of Lizard Cube, who are doing all the graphics on Streets of Rage 4. He did the graphics on Wonder Boy, and we were like, okay, so it would be cool to work on another project, what do you think? And we both had in mind Streets of Rage.
Wow.
And so we started to talk about it at a party, and he showed me on his phone some arts he already did of like Streets of Rage, you know, and
wow,
it looks beautiful, and I was like, fuck, like let's try to do that, you know, like so let's go for it. It was a long shot, but I was like, you know, we already had some success with another game from a Sega platform, so why not? So I went to Japan.
Wow.
To see Sega with like the whole concept, the arts from Ben, and yeah, they were pretty interested right from the beginning. And then after 6 months of discussion, it was a thing.
Wow, congratulations, man. So now my next question is, one of the things that was so prolific about Streets of Rage and the franchise was the music.
Yes.
The music was so great.
Yes.
I remember still Streets of Rage 1, where the music came on and it was like that was crazy. So will we get some of the old school music back along with new music? And what was your vision for the music going into Streets of Rage 4?
So basically, right from the beginning, we knew that the music was going to be one of the pillars of Streets of Rage 4, right?
Yes.
It's so important. And Yuzo Koshiro, the composer of the original Streets of Rage,
yes,
along with Motohiro Kawashima, were one of the pioneers of video game music, in a sense that they had their own name on the game, you know, as musicians, which was something new back in the days. Usually the musicians, they were not like really set in the front of the scene, you know, like we were kind of backstage, you know. But they really created something special back in the days with Streets of Rage. It sounded super nice for the Genesis, for the Game Gear. They exploited really well the technical constraints they had back in the days. And so that's something we had in mind. And also what they did back in the days is that it was not just like a toy music or just a game music. It was music from the clubs in the 90s, you know, like it was actual music that you could hear outside of video games, right?
Absolutely, absolutely,
super cool, like, you know, house, electronic music, you know, from back in the days. People really liked it as well because it felt like music from the real world, you know, and it added so much rhythm and badassness into Streets of Rage. So that's exactly all these components that we wanted to take back. So the music we wanted it to go with the flow of the game, you know, like it's not just like loops of music, but actual something that move along with the gameplay. It gets more intense, and in some parts it's a bit more chill in other parts, you know, like it's flawless, and that's something we wanted really to have. Also, we wanted to have not one type of music, we wanted to have several types, because in the end, if you listen to the OST from the original Streets of Rage, you have mostly house music, dance music, but you have also jazz, hip-hop, you have lots of different styles, you know. It's not like just one style, it's like, it covers kind of like all the popular music from the 90s.
Yeah, baby!
That's something that we really wanted to have for Streets of Rage 4 as well, but not from the 90s, from the 2010, you know, like years,
absolutely.
You know? So, and since those first episodes, there have been lots of changes in the music, right? Music industry, new styles, new ways of doing music, and we wanted to integrate all that in the game. So we asked Japanese composers to participate in the game, but we didn't reveal everything about the music yet. It's gonna come soon.
Oh, I can't wait. So, my next question, this is major. With Streets of Rage 4, I mean, it's 4, which implies a continuation. So, from a story standpoint, what can you tell us in terms of, like, what's the goal and what's the purpose of Streets of Rage 4, the new characters, why they're there? You know, one of my favorite characters was Skates.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
You know, so, I know. So it's like, you know, I'm trying to figure out, where does the story go?
Yeah.
Like, what's the story arc?
Yeah. So basically, it's, as you said, it's the continuation. So it sets 10 years later, after the events of Streets of Rage 3.
Right.
And also we thought about this because we grew as gamers as well, you know.
Yes, of course.
And so we still wanted to identify to the characters in Streets of Rage 4.
Yeah.
So they're a bit older, you know, like Axel is not like a perfect like dude, like young and fresh dude, you know. He's older, he's like 30 something, you know, like he's a bit more, you know, like us, you know, like life taught him stuff, you know. So and so they evolved. Adam has a daughter who's Cherry fighting with him right now. You know, like, so we wanted to have a connection and something that, like Streets of Rage 4 was kind of our Streets of Rage, but nowadays when we're older.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
So that was the idea, and basically we wanted to keep the exact same game feel. So the efficiency of the punch, you know, like the feeling of the tightness of the gameplay, the flow, the music that goes with the gameplay. We wanted to keep all that and to build on that, and that's what we did when we first started to work on the game. The first aspect was to really nail down what made Streets of Rage series so good, and build on that to add new stuff.
Absolutely. So now, this is the part of the interview where it's an honor for me to present you the belt. So you can hold the belt, bro. You can hold the belt, man. Get comfortable.
Like
you
this?
can hold the belt, man. Yeah. Word up. Let's go, man. So I got a few more questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up. So my next question is, we've seen a lot of incredible remakes. With Final Fantasy VII Remake look amazing. Resident Evil 2 Remake looks amazing. So even though Streets of Rage 4 is here now, are you guys in talks? Because PlayStation 5 is coming out, Xbox Series X is coming out. I think everybody would cry and lose their mind if there was a big budget allocated to y'all to do a remake of Streets of Rage, where you got the bigger graphics, bigger story, open world,
like a realistic,
like a whole realistic, brand new remake of Streets of Rage. Is that possible? And have y'all had talks about that? And if so, like seeing that on PlayStation 5 would be a dream come true. Like, talk to me about that, or if it's even possible.
Well, it's interesting because first we don't know how to do that. Like we only to do 2D games, you know, like arcade games in old school style.
Right.
So first we wouldn't know how to do it, and we would have to hire a whole new team and everything.
Right.
But also, it's a question of like, is it something you would really want? Because 3D makes everything more heavy, you know, like in terms of animation and everything. 2D, for fighting games, you see, for example, you see that fighting games, they never change the visual aspects. It's still, even Street Fighter 5, it's on the side, and if you look, it's 3D, but the animations, they look 2D, right?
Yeah.
So, why? Because for a fighting game, for a game that's very dynamic, you need, for impact, for cancelling certain animations, you need it. For 2D is perfect for that. Having like a big 3D game could be cool, but it would be a different game for sure.
Got you. Okay, all right. So now, one of the cool things was the superpowers. So I remember in the first stage, you could call the cops, and the cops would come out, you know what I'm saying, they shoot the rocket. What's some of the superpowers that we're going to see in Streets of Rage 4? But not only that, the new ones, I can't wait to see some of the new stuff, but will we get a chance to see some of the old classics that we grew up on, like in terms of the superpowers?
So in terms of superpowers, we integrated a new feature that's close to the cup thing, you know, that happened in the previous Streets of Rage. It was a bit overpowered back in the days. You know, like it was made so that people don't give up, you know, like to help them basically, you know, when it was too hard. So as we knew, we wanted to make a game that like for everyone, very hardcore gamer or a bit more casual mid-core gamer. We didn't integrate it the same way. However, we integrated what we call the star move. Stars are consumables that you can pick up in the levels, that are like disseminated in the levels, and that you need to find. And once you consume one star, it launches a super move. So for example, for Axel, we call it the Dragon Punch. It's like
I saw that.
Jumps in the air, there's like a fire tornado. For Floyd, the last character we announced, it's like a huge laser cannon, you know, like that he launched with his bionic arm that opens and they throw a huge ray of plasma. So they all have their own unique superpower. And as for the old school, if we're gonna put the exact same, maybe not, you'll see.
Oh, okay. So I got two more questions, and we wrapping it up. So for my next question, this is very important. Have you ever thought about, is there anybody that you're interested in, whether it's from the genre of music, hip hop, or EDM, like you was talking about, or a movie, or anything like that, but any character that you would love to have in the world of Streets of Rage, that's like a licensed character that you could bring into that world? What character would you want to be featured in Streets of Rage for?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know. Maybe a character from Matrix could be cool.
My God! Yo, that would be so funny if y'all had like a special level where you got Neo in the Matrix, Keanu Reeves. Now think about it, Keanu Reeves, he's in Cyberpunk, he's in some games, so I think he would love this.
That's very 90s, you know, so...
Yo, you can be so hype. And for the last question, y'all announced that y'all got 4-player co-op and stuff like that. Will y'all also have 4-player co-op online?
Just offline, but 2-player online.
But 2-player online. That's crazy. So this is amazing. And I know that was the last. I know I said that was the last question, but I know that in the previous Streets Rage, if I'm not mistaken, y'all could beat each other up and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Will we still have that in this game where you can beat each other up?
Yes, absolutely. So basically, for us, it's super important. By default in the game, you will have friendly fire. So that means that you need to pay attention to not get too close to your partner, otherwise you hit each other, right? So we keep it that way, and also because it's fun just to do it sometimes, you know, boom, boom, you do it like this, you're like, "Ah, what the fuck, man?" And so we keep it as default, but if you want to, you can turn it off. Yeah.
Wow. It'd be so cool if y'all had a mode where we could just fight each other.
That could be cool.
Are y'all doing it? Are y'all gonna do it?
I'm not gonna say anything.
Oh man, I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it. So look, on that note, we out of here, man. One love and God bless. When can we expect Streets Rage 4 to come out?
This spring, actually.
This spring? It's coming soon, baby. So look, I'm out of here. I'm hyped. I want to go play it again. On that note, I just want to say one love and God bless on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. And we out of here, baby. Peace.